Hey, my Lipton. So this is gonna be more so of a rant. I'm gonna really go off on the writers for this one. Like this was trash. This was complete garbage. I don't know what was going into Julie Plec and her sidekick writers' minds when pitching the idea to put Stefan and Klaroline together. I just want to know, because in what world, like, listen, I get it, you know, you're gonna have sectors of like someone that might throw out an idea and be like, hey, what about this, what about that, da, da, da. But that doesn't mean you take every idea and you just put everything into one. For me personally, I'm a fan of like listening to your audience, right? So if me as a fan, if we're saying that like, hey, we want Klaus and Klaroline, it's the same thing with like Damon and Elena. Even though me personally, I'm not a fan of Damon and Elena together. I'm more so Stefan and Elena. But if most of the fans at the time when the fans wanted Damon and Elena, guess what? The writers gave them Damon and Elena. But here's the issue. The fans also wanted Klaus and Klaroline, and we only got crumbs. We only got crumbs. Talking about, oh, well, we didn't really envision, because, you know, Klaus is a bad person. Okay, Damon is a bad person too. What is the difference? You know? So it's like, for me, I don't understand like how this idea, like, first of all, Stefan and Klaroline always gave me like brother-sister vibes. They gave me besties vibes. Like, they gave me like, hey, like, I'm about to go visit my sister who I haven't seen in a minute at Christmas. Like, we about to go hang out. It's just, for the life of me, like, starting from like season 1, I did not envision, and I get it, you know, in the beginning, you know, season 1, Klaroline wanted to be, you know, she had a crush on Stefan and everything. Stefan made it, he made it clear that he did not want to be with her. Like, no. And I get that, but she grew out of that. She grew out of that, and, you know, she dated Tyler. Sorry, I said Taylor. Tyler, you know, she had her thing with Klaus and everything. Here's my thing, right? Not just like as far as like the writer's perspective of like it being like crazy. I would have respected this whole situation more. Had just a little bit more. I'm not even going to respect it that much, because I felt like this whole Stefan and Klaroline thing, it was gross. It was gross to me. But when did they get together? Like season 6, I think. Yeah, season 6, season 7. Yeah, because that was, yeah, I believe it was around those two. I think season 6 or season 7. Where Klaroline was like, you know, because Tyler broke up with her. They broke up. I'll say they broke up because of, you know, and, you know, Elena ended up going to Damon. I would have respected it more had it been a situation where it's like, okay, Klaroline is lonely, Stefan is lonely. And, you know, since they're the only two there that are not in a relationship, that's why they got into, you know, they became a couple. Had that been addressed, I think I would have respected it more. But it was just like, Klaroline just all of a sudden had feelings for Stefan. For me, I'm sorry, it was not believable. It was not, for the life of me, this was not believable to me. And we got to be clear too. Stefan never had feelings for Klaroline. Like, even in like when what's her name? When Klaroline started falling for Stefan, he was not like, he was just like, kind of just like, no, like, no, I'm not into that. Like, we're not doing that right now. And I remember, go back and watch, Alaric and Damon and them kept pressuring Stefan to be like, yo, just do it, just date her, just da-da-da-da-da, just be da-da-da. Stefan was not into that shit. I felt like Stefan ended up dating Klaroline just for like gratitude and out of like feeling bad for her, which in a way, if you start a relationship off like that, then the relationship is not going to be genuine. And clearly that's the case, because when Stefan went to New Orleans, when that vampire hunter was after him, and Klaus told Stefan, he was like, yo, I'm gonna need you, like, make sure you're loyal to Caroline. Make sure you protect her. Make sure you put her first. And Stefan said he was gonna put her first. And guess what happened? He did not put her first. He ended up sacrificing himself on the same day as his wedding day. And I'm sad to be laughing right now, but it's like, girl, like, you, first of all, you lied to Klaus. You lucky you're dead now, because Klaus would have killed you himself. And it just seems like, to me, it seems like Stefan has always seen Klaroline as a charity case, especially after her mother died. That's another thing too. I felt like he was like, okay, her mom died and everything, you know, Klaroline was always there for me as a friend when I was going through my issues with Elena. So let me just, you know, be in a relationship with her just to make her feel better. Like, it gave very much charity case. And I don't like that for my sis. And then you had Klaroline here, just lonely, has nobody. Klaus is in New Orleans. Tyler, you know, doesn't want to be with her because she slept with Klaus. Personally, for me, I feel like Klaroline should have gone to New Orleans with Klaus, but that's a whole other video. But yeah, but I don't know. And then on top of that, like, we're not even gonna get to the part of the wedding. Like, yo, they really gave my good sis Klaroline a Nickelodeon. Like, you can watch. That's something that a Disney writer will come up with. This Nickelodeon ass wedding. And it's like, I get it. Like, y'all trying to watch out. Y'all trying to look out for Catherine and all. But it's like, the way that was handled, I hated it. I hated it so much. Because I was just watching Jackson and Haley's wedding in the originals. And I saw how beautiful it was. And how everything was just put together. And it was, you know, it was put together well. And to see Stefan and Caroline's wedding, I'm just like, ugh. Either way, I don't believe, and I guess it's a good thing that Stefan died on the same day, because it was like, ugh. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Stefan and Klaroline being together. I think they were odd. It was such an odd decision to make this kind of decision, knowing that they're giving very much sibling bestie teas. Like, they could be best friends, and they were giving best friends throughout like majority of the season of the show. So it's like, I don't understand, why would you make them couple? Like, not everybody needs to be a couple. Like, not everybody needs to date each other in the same group. That's the part I don't understand about the writers of the show. Like, it's the same thing with the originals. Like, it's just, there was too much intermingle. It's just, ugh. Like, y'all doing too much. There's way too many people out here for y'all to only be messing around in the same group. Y'all don't feel icky? Like, Klaroline, like, it's the same thing with Elena too. Like, it's like, Elena, girl, like, you ended up with Stefan's brother. Like, wasn't there anybody else? Like, it's just, either way, not a fan of Stefan and Klaroline. Dr. Whack, even this picture is kind of making me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, ugh. But yeah, tell me what y'all guys think in the comment section below. Like, are y'all team Steroline? Are y'all team Stelena? Are y'all team Klaroline? Are y'all team delena? Whatever. Tell me what team you're in, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.